Well, this is like our first official interview. You know, we got to talk at Lala as like, you know, you're swinging by, just saying what's up and everything, taking a deeper dive into you as a person and everything. Was there ever any other names besides Knox that you thought of that almost ran with?
Dude, so I'm going to blow your mind.
I'm ready.
Knox is my first name.
What?
I swear.
Dude,
not made up, dude.
No.
Yeah, so I always feel bad when I introduce. I'm like, hey, I'm Knox. And they're like, oh, this guy made up name.
And I go by Brew, and I feel like a jerk every time.
Yeah, no, real name.
It's so funny. I thought we talked about it. You're like, I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
No.
That's what you ran with.
Yeah, Knox Morris. My last name's Morris. And
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the movie Dead Poet Society? It's with Robin Williams.
Taylor Swift album. No, I'm just
Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course.
So that's like one of my dad's favorite movies, and they have the class of the boys, and one of the kids, he has like one line in the whole movie, but when they do roll call, one of the kids' name is Knox Alexander, and so my dad just thought that was the sickest name, so my name's Knox Alexander Morris.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
It's a good movie to frame it after.
Right?
You know,
I'll take it. I
thought you just legally changed it to that.
No.
This guy's all in.
All natural, baby.
Yeah, so it was no brainer. You're like, I'm just going by my first name.
It was
Such
just
a good
like
stage name.
Yeah, it just works, you know?
There's no reason to have to change it. Well, blowing up with the song, and obviously like more to come. How's life kind of shifted for you? Has it been pretty much chill and the same, or is it just the traveling that's changed for the most part?
Dude, yeah, I feel like it's honestly the only thing that has really changed is I'm just busy. You know what I mean? Like I'm working harder than I ever have, and just always constantly doing stuff to just like move the needle a little bit further, which is so much fun, dude. It's like I've been traveling I think I've been in every state this year already, and we're in April.
Really?
Yeah, and so I've been doing like proper radio, like press tour, going and doing acoustic songs, meet and greets, everything. It's been a blast, dude. It's like I get to do those things. You know what I mean? It's not that I have to. It's like, bro, it's awesome. My label's like parading me around to every radio station in the country.
Yeah.
It's been a blast, dude. So I'm just as happy as could be.
Yeah, well, you can tell you're working hard because again, you're doing all these like private shows, the VIP things, the meet and greets, and they love people like you. So keep doing that because I mean, they just push even harder for your success. So you've been in Alaska.
No, I guess that's true. Shoot, okay. Alaska and Hawaii. I apologize. I haven't been there, but I will be there.
Because they will love you. They don't get shows much,
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. A show in Hawaii. I mean, shout out Alaska too. That'd be pretty sick. But
North
Hawaii,
Dakota, you been?
I've been through the Dakotas. Yep.
Just making sure we're not forgetting anybody.
Nope.
We'll get you out there. Okay, so I saw that headline the other day. You like do some really great vlogs, with behind the scenes and everything.
Thanks.
But Billboard's coming for blood with not the 1975 is becoming bigger than the 1975.
That like kind of scared me. I was like, guys, I love Matty Healy in the 1975.
Yeah.
You can't make me look bad like I'm coming at them. You know,
like I'm just getting started. I'm finally like
exactly. I'm like,
working.
come on, don't turn them against me, dude.
Yeah. Has anything evolved from that relationship? You ever get a DM back? Anything further?
No, I never got a DM back, dude. It was so funny. So Matty DM'd me about the song, which was like sick, and messaged him back, just told him like thanks, and I don't know, I said something dumb, but it was so funny because a couple weeks later, my like A&Rs, they're like, okay, what can we do to make this song like even bigger? And they're like, dude, just message Matty, ask him to feature on it, and I'm like, gosh. They're like, well, you guys are friends now, and I'm like, not how this works at all.
Is that what we're doing? It's
yeah.
one DM?
Yeah.
If that's the case, we're lifelong friends.
Exactly. I'm like, listen, guys, that's not how it works. They're like, no, just ask him. So I'm like, okay. So I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, Matty, it's your boy. Like, you trying to feature on this song? And the worst part is, not only did I not get the message back,
oh no,
but he read it. It said scenes. So he saw the message, and I was like,
yeah.
But I told him, I was like, I told you that was like gonna happen,
Now I will never get a song.
Yeah,
Matt Healy, bro.
Exactly.
No, they're busy. He probably was just like, let me check and get back to you.
He's got plenty going on other than hopping on my song that's like kind of somewhat making fun of him and not actually, but kind of.
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen someday. I'm sure your DMs will be blowing up soon enough.
Yeah, I mean, the day that we meet, the internet will like implode on itself.
I can't wait
think.
to see that video. That TikTok.
It'll be pretty sick.
Not the 1975, but
right.
You're with him.
I'm not this guy though.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about the song that's coming out this Friday.
Yeah, so we have a song called Change Your Mind, dropping Thursday at midnight. Dude, it is like it's one of my favorites. It's like, Zach Bryan and Noah Kahan, they're kind of like making songwriting cool again.
Totally.
Like I feel like the songs, they're just so like, they're so artistic and so visual and whatever, and that folk style. And so this is honestly like a song of me just trying to like take a swing at that
Nice.
that vibe. So it was like, dude, let's make a stomp clap, throw huge guitars on it, and then let's just like write the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm really proud of the songwriting in it, and I feel like it can hang with those style of songs. So I'm stoked for the world to hear it. I've only teased the chorus, so nobody's heard the verses or anything. So, and we play it live. It's like so sick live, and so yeah, I think it's kind of getting slept on right now on the internet though. So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. It'll have its moment.
So that's the gauge you go off of too? Is it kind of like we'll see, do you know before posting, you're like, oh, this one's going to hit, and then maybe it doesn't, and you're like, oh.
Well, the worst part is when you're like, dude, this is going to pop off, and then you post it, it does like 6,000 views, you're like, what is am I done? Am I washed?
Broken.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, am I washed right now? What is happening?
No. Yeah. But no, that's the best part is when, it comes out and it'll get the love in due time. That's my favorite thing about socials and of course like your fans is that they'll catch on to it once it's fully here and everything. You got to send a DM to Noah, maybe Zach.
Yeah, right? Dude, what's crazy is that like
did you get to meet them ever?
No, I haven't met them, but I'm such a clown for this. It's my biggest regret in my life. But so like 4 years ago, Noah, so I posted this video like 7 years ago on Twitter of me singing like a Quinn 92 song, and Noah responded to it and was like, this is sick. And so he was like, we DM'd briefly, and then like 4 years during COVID, I was sending him songs that I was writing. I was just taking videos of me on the piano, and I'd just be like, hey man, what do you think of this? Like, fanboying. And then I made Change Your Mind, and I was like, dude, it'd be sick if I got Noah to either hear it or if I could get him to even like whatever. And so I sent him a message on Twitter because that's where our DMs were.
Look out.
And I don't know why I did it like this, but I sent him this message and I sounded like such a D-bag, dude. I was like, hey man, like I'm signed to Atlantic Records now, bro. So, if you want to hop on this song with me, and then there's no unsend on Twitter. And I sent the message and I read it back and I was like, oh my God, this is the worst thing I could have possibly said. And so if he listens to this, Noah, I'm so sorry. And maybe one day we'll make a song together.
Well, I can see how, text is the worst. You just never know the intent. Because you're just trying to be like, dude, I made it. Like, check it out. Almost like a credibility thing.
That's
but
what
you're
I'm
just
saying.
like,
I'm like, bro, you helped. Because I would send him songs and he would respond. He'd be like, bro, these are great lyrics. Like,
that's
love
incredible.
it. Yeah, it was so cool. And now he's like, so big. And I'm like, hey, I'm here too, bro. I'm trying,
Oh, man. You're on the same label?
No. I think he's with Republic, maybe?
Got you.
I don't know.
Sometimes those connections help. But he's just busy. Again, it goes back to the Matty Healy thing. He's busy.
If anybody's busy right now, it's Noah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
When you make music, do you go into it with a genre in mind at all? Or is it always like either no rules or you're like, let's try this?
Dude, ruleless.
Yeah,
like
you have alternative pop, like you said,
dude.
folk, rock.
Yeah. I just like to go in and just make just anything. Whatever is like, I hate having, because I'm also a songwriter for other people. Like I still work on other people's projects and stuff, and sometimes I just hate when artists box themselves in and they're like, oh, well, I can't do this because it's not my vibe. It's like, dude, a great song is a great song,
Right.
So I go in and it's just like whatever comes out. If it's great and I love it, it's coming out. I don't care. I don't care what the genre is. So, the new stuff we have coming. I mean, we have full blown. We have like an Ed Sheeran style ballad that's coming out that is sick. And then we have like, back to the really hardcore punk rock song. And I have a screamo song out on Spotify. And then I have a country song coming out that I featured on. I can't tell you. I'll tell you after these cameras are off. But I'm
dying to know. You gonna be a stagecoach too?
No, I wish. But yeah, I mean, we're just kind of doing everything, man. I just love making good music, whatever it is. So
I love that. So what's one of the proudest songs that you've written for someone else? Because like that's such a fun part of your job too that you kind of forget about.
Yeah. Dude, I wrote this song recently actually for a country artist, and it's called Nicoteenagers, and it's sick. Wow. Once these are off, I'll tell you who it's for
All
too.
right.
But it's
the most
really
exclusive,
dope.
Non-exclusive ever.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys.
We'll hear it soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, you will. So I'm really excited about that. It's just like it was one of those where you go into the studio and you're kind of, I knew I was writing for a country artist. And I'm like, bro, I don't really know what I'm doing. But, here's this idea called Nicoteenagers. And I thought it was going to be like dumb, and they were like, this is fire. And so we wrote the song, and it actually turned out great. And so,
well, that's like a badge of honor because country, obviously, to me, it's like underrated songwriting. Like there's the joke songs, but man, they are such good storytellers.
So good. And like, I mean, all the stuff that like Post Malone has been teasing. Like,
with Morgan? Oh,
dude,
my
the
gosh.
Morgan Wallen song that bro, it made me never want to make music again. It was so good, bro.
That's one of those that I'm like going back to check.
For
Like,
sure.
when does this come out? And
For sure.
They're both at Stagecoach, so it's got to be like a planned thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's wild. I can't wait to hear that though. It's so fun that you're in the country world. And,
Yeah, man.
Doing some writing for that. How many songs do you think you have? You released like 20 roughly like in the world. How many do you have, do you think, either in the vault or that you've written in general?
Oh, written in general, like a little over 1,000. Like, easily probably 1,000 songs.
Wow.
But now out of those 1,000, there's maybe 50 really good ones.
Right.
And then out of those 50, I have to narrow it down to like the 12 great ones. So
it's tough.
But you got to write a lot of bad songs to write a couple good songs.
It's like
you know
anything.
What I mean? Yeah,
exercising.
Exactly.
Working on it.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
can't lift 200 or 250 till you lift 200. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear those. So the album and everything, you're working on all that. And like, where's the status of it, and how you feeling about it?
Dude, I honestly I feel great. It's still, dude, it's so funny because I want to say that it's done, but it changes every single day. Like it's like I know the main ones, I know the singles, so we're putting out a bunch of singles off of it like all year. I think the proper record will come out in the fall, once festivals and everything are kind of wrapped up. But yeah, it's sick, man. I have like I know what it's gonna be called. I kind of know the vibe of it, the theme of it. It's gonna be really sick, and even though it's not finished, I already can tell it's gonna be something that I'm like super proud of. And just the music that I, as a kid always wanted to make. And so it's cool to be in a position to where you can make those kind of things. It's the music that I would have loved listening to growing up. So
I mean,
yeah,
can't complain with that. Well, congratulations. Like,
Thanks,
that's so
bro.
fun. I can't wait to hear it and know all the details off air.
Yeah, right.
So when you talk about those changes, are you saying like tweaks on it, or is it complete like, oh, let's flip this song with that one?
It just depends, to be honest. I mean, there are some times where, there are certain songs that you write and you're like, this song is amazing, bro. And you'll listen to it for 2 months. Then you don't listen to it for 2 weeks. You come back to it and you're like, this song's not that good. You're like, and so it can be that. It can be switching out whole songs. It could just be like finishing the songs. Like right now I have a bunch of, they're all still in like demo form.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like getting in and mix and master and getting them like ready for proper release. I don't even know if we have like the next one ready. We know what it is, but I don't even know if it's
done.
But yeah, because I've been gone so much.
On that?
Yeah, right.
That's amazing. Well, you did a fan art like contest for Not the 1975 on streaming platforms. Did you find the winner of that?
Yeah. It went. I never posted it on my timeline, but I posted it on my story. Yeah, some girl. It was really sick. Some girl basically just made the canvas, and we just picked somebody to have it for a week. So it was up on Spotify for a week, and then
I missed it.
and then it came down. It was very short lived and very like I was just kind of quick with it because we had so many other things. I'm trying to promote one song, and they're like, "Well, let's do this, not the 1975 context." And I'm like, "Well, but change your mind, my baby. Dude. Like, what are we doing?" So, yeah, man.
Absolutely, that's so fun. Shout out to those fans, and it's always fun, like giving them opportunities to be a part of it. Dude, like, I've never seen that done before. So,
dude, they're so cool, man. And I think one of my, like, as an artist, I'm always trying to do like, okay, if I was a fan, what would I want the artist to do? Like, what would I think is really cool? So, even like, dude, I'll get messages on this tour. I've gotten like a bunch of messages from people being like, "Hey, the show's sold out. Me and my friends can't get any tickets." And it's like, we got a couple guest spots. So it's like, I'll pick like one message and be like, "All right, just give me your name and how many tickets you need." And then they message back, and you like make their whole day in 30 seconds. And so
it's amazing.
Yeah. So I just think I always try to do those kind of things, like what would make me happy as a fan. So
DM Knox. You might be able to
literally
be on his guest list.
Literally.
Don't pull the Matt Healy, read it and just don't respond. That'd be terrible. Dude, let's do the quickest game ever. Have you seen those on social media, the association games where I say a word, you say a word, and then we try to...
Dude, have you ever heard of the Bread Basket? They're a TikTok page.
No, I'd have to see them, but it doesn't ring a bell.
So these are like friends of mine. They had me on the show, which is so cool because I love their page. They had me on the show, and we did this, but we did it over Zoom, and I didn't know what they were talking about, so we did this video, and it was like, all of the comments are like, this guy has no idea what he's doing. Like, it was so bad. But now I have a grasp. Yeah, so I'll probably still mess it up, but let's try.
So we're saying a word at the same time, and then we have to try to guess a word that's associated to them and see if we can get the right ones. All right. So do you have one in mind?
I got one in mind.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Water
whale.
bottle. Wow.
It's pretty close. I got something.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ocean.
Oh, man.
We're pros.
First try.
That was easy. That was funny.
Knox, which is your real name. So happy to have you in here. What's got you excited for the future? I mean, you have so many good things going on.
Dude, honestly, just the future is exciting. Like if you're just I know that's such a vague answer, but if you are a fan, if you are a fan of my music and everything that has kind of been happening with my project, if you've been here, you are in for a lot of surprises and a lot of treats this year. It's going to be a great year to be a fan of mine. And if you're not a fan of mine and you're just now hearing of me, I firmly believe that you should hop on the wave because we're going to have a really fun journey. And I'd love to have as many people on it as possible. So
that's right.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
Yes, sir.
What do you go by with your fan names?
Dude, we don't have a name. I think Sneakerheads is the best.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about that a year ago.
Yeah.
We were like talking about fan names.
Sneakerheads is good. Or somebody said The Girls on the Internet, which that's also pretty good. So, because I have a song. I have a song called that. Yeah.
For a minute, I'm like,
yeah. I have a song called The Girl on the
Internet.
Internet.
Every female ever is fans of mine.
Yeah.
I love that. Amazing. Hop on the bandwagon. Plenty
Come
of
on.
room.
Yes,
Water's
sir.
fine.
Yes,
Knox,
sir.
thank you so much for stopping by. It's so fun to do this in person.
Dude, great to see you, man.
When the album drops, you got to come back. We'll do like a walkthrough.
I will be here. Don't worry.